Hi guys, welcome back. If you have been following along the AI news lately, you might have heard about something called as AutoResearch, which is an repository created by Andrej Karpathy, which is this one as you can see over here. So this is the repository which is going quite viral these days. You can see that it has got around 36,300 stars during the time of recording. It has more than 5,000 fork, and a lot of people are talking about how this 600 lines of code has made so many things possible. Essentially, this particular AutoResearch is going to be using an AI agents of the large language model to automatically run experiments, tune hyperparameters, and analyze results, essentially doing an ML research in a loop without human intervention. That is the major power of this AutoResearch itself, which is quite amazing, because that is what many people are now starting to see, that how come a 600 lines of code can do all of these operations, and how we can enhance the same idea for different level of operation. And then if you just scroll down in this particular repository a bit down over here, you can see that there are so many other forks are there, like AutoResearch Mac OS, AutoResearch MLX, AutoResearch Win RTX as well, and how you can run in different kinds of operating systems and different kinds of models and frameworks. And you can also see that people are now extending this idea for different kinds of operation. So before I get there, I'll quickly show you how the AutoResearch really works. You can see that there is going to be a large language model agent, which is going to be calling a train.py file, which requires some of the data from a fixed data for the evaluations, which is going to be there, which Andrej has already created in the prepare.py file. And you can see that these two files are going to be used to run the AI agent by training the large language model for every 5-minute budget. And then it is going to put the result in the run.log file. And then it's also going to verify the value if it has improved the entire performance of the large language model for the evaluation that you are doing. And if it has improved, if the confidence level is 1, then it's going to be writing the result in results.ts file. And if it has not, then it's going to keep on doing this for every 5 minutes. And even if it has achieved, it is still going to keep on improving it until the full fixed evaluation data is completely done for the particular large language model using a small language model. And then it's going to be training your existing large language model that you have got. And that is how things are really working over here in a nutshell. And the same idea that I have taken it for the automation testing as well, using Playwright and with the large language model over here, where here the large language model agent is going to be invoking a test suite.py file, which is going to be running like every 5 minutes with no fixed data. That is the only problem that we have, because in this particular automation testing, I'm not going to specify that these are the tests that you have to test every single time for every 5 minutes. Rather, here there is going to be an explorer.py file, which is going to go and identify the application. It's going to create a sitemap file for you in a sitemap.json file. It's going to put all the functionalities, and then it is going to keep on running it using the runner.py file. And then it is going to be running it against the actual application again and again. And then if the coverage score has reached to 1.0, then the test is going to be sending it to the large language model as an agent and like a response over here saying the test has passed, and the test execution stops. But it is going to keep on running it for every 5 minutes, or then there is going to be a maximum threshold of 3 as well. Then once it has reached, then it's going to stop. But I have to improve this code a level further in a way to say that run it for every maybe half an hour or maybe 1 day or something like that. You can keep on improving it from there on, right? But you got the idea of how this particular code is written as well. It is exactly the same idea what Andrej has mentioned over here, and I have written this particular code again with the power of large language model mostly, but this code is also quite amazing. You can see that there is going to be a snapshots folder over here. These are all going to be generated automatically the moment you are going to be starting to run this particular test. So let me just delete this particular folder, which I don't really need it at the moment. And I'm just going to run a test, and I will show you how you can actually do it. So I'm basically going to say, test the application using the username as admin and password with the program.md file as the instruction set. So essentially, you can see that in this particular code, there is going to be a program.md file, which is basically an instruction set for your AI agent, which you are going to tell the AI agent what to do. And it also say like how this particular code really works. There is going to be an explorer.py file, which is going to be a fixed utility, which is going to crawl the web application, take screenshots, and creates a sitemap.json file. I just showed in the slide there. And there is going to be a runner.py file, which is going to be running the test. And there is going to be an autofix.py file, which is going to keep on running until it fixes that particular code. If it fails, 3 times maximum. And then there is going to be a test suite.py file, which is like a template file where it is going to hold all the tests for you, which it is going to be generating. I will show you how it is going to be looking like. And this is the program.md file, which is an instruction file for the agent. And these are the details which is available for you to do the setups and things. And finally, it's going to generate a report for you in the report.csv file. And see that this is what I have given over here. And I'm going to give the application URL as well, because that's the application that we are testing it. So I'm going to say eaapp.somi.com. This is the website I'm trying to test right now. And you see that at the moment in the test suite.py file, I have got only 82 lines. This is the default line, which has got no information at the moment. But here is where the tests are going to be written for you, which is going to be executed by the AI agent later on. And see, now I'm going to run this particular test over here. Now you can see that it is starting to read the program.md file for me. And because the AI agent has got all the instruction which is required for the execution to happen, you see that it has read all of these information and has created the entire to-do list for me. So it's going to read the key files for the context. It's going to set the URL in the test suite.py file. So if you just go to the test suite.py file over here, see that it has changed the target URL to eaapp.somi.com, and it's going to start exploring the application with the explorer.py file. This is where the sitemap.json file is going to be created, and then it's going to run the baseline test, and it's going to keep on running it with the auto fix loop for you over there. And again, this code is all just going to work. I have tested it many times, so I highly recommend you to also clone the repository and try to run this and see how it works for you. And I have seen this is quite amazing. And if you don't want to click on this approve things again and again, you can just select the this option over here in Visual Studio Code. They have recently added something called as autopilot preview. If you just give it, if you enable it, which means now the AI agent has got full control and you can just take your hands out and do something else, while this AI agent is going to do all of these operations autonomously right now. So it doesn't require any of my approval anymore. It's going to do things. I mean, you know what? Don't have any instruction where you're going to delete the files in your machine. It's all going to be something because you have given the full control to the AI agent. Now it has got all of these things for you over there. See that now it has found that these are the functionality you have got in the application. It has also created a lot of snapshots for me there because it knows that this is the application that it has to test. So it has found out all the snapshot it has created there. And it has also started writing the code for me in the test suite.py file. You can see that the moment in the test suite.py file, I have got 82 or 83 lines. There we go. These are default line which is created, but now it is all going to be replaced by new test because it has got all the information from the sitemap.json file. Look at that. This is the entire application sitemap. So it knows the entire structure of the application, what is the functionality of the applications and whatsoever. So it has like written 1776 lines there. And you can see that there is an explorer.log file where it's show you what is the depth it has went. So the maximum depth is 2 and the maximum page is 20. But if you increase that the maximum depth to maybe 5 or 10 and the maximum pages to 200 based on your application's complexity, then what's going to happen is this entire depth is going to increase, the entire sitemap is going to change, and the number of test cases is also going to be tremendously changing. I have restricted all of these at the moment over here. That's the reason why you're seeing only these many at the moment, but you can increase this completely as well. So yeah, that's how the program.md file I have written at the moment there. Now you can see that all of these are happening. So the test execution is currently happening. So it is keep on running it for me over here. And it is also going to run the autofix loop, which means it's going to keep on running the test. And if there is any failure in the test, then it's going to keep on running it for multiple times as well. So that is how things are going to happen right now. So hope you got the idea of how this entire executions are happening, like how Andrej has mentioned in his repository for fine tuning a large language model. The same thing we can do it for the automation testing as well. And this is quite interesting. We can see that it has got some benefits for sure, and we can see how things are really moving forward with the AI agents with just like 600 lines for Andrej's code. Maybe mine is like 500, and it is doing a lot of things which we could have done using the automation framework and all those things like before AI, in a lot of time spent on that. But right now, just with one single line or a command, you are achieving everything so much easily. Just let me know your thoughts about how you see these kind of projects evolving, like AutoResearch or AutoResearch Playwright, and how you see these are making things more sophisticated while you are going to be testing your application. Thank you so much for watching this video. Catch you in the next one.